What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Jackal World Games. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 Xbox 360 games. So let's get started with this video. The Xbox 360 is my favorite game console of all time. It's an amazing system. There's a lot of great games on it, but these are what I would consider top 10. So my number 10 choice is going to be Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Now, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, I think, is a really good superhero game. Personally, my favorite superhero game. It just has such a great roster of characters in it. I really enjoy it, especially since you got Blade in there, who I love playing as. You got the Thing, you got Spider-Man, you got Ghost Rider, Captain America, Iron Man. You have a ton of characters in this game, and it's just a really good superhero game. Doctor Doom's the villain. You got other villains as well. Nick Fury's playable. It's a really good game. I enjoy it. It was on many consoles. It's a multi-platform release game, but I always played the 360 version the most. I like the 360, and it cleans up pretty well on there. They did remaster this game in the second one, but they did not do a good job remastering them because they were missing DLC at launch, and then when they added them in, the games eventually got taken down because they were digital only, which is a real shame. But I think Marvel Ultimate Alliance is an awesome game. Definitely one of my favorites on the Xbox 360. Love playing it. My favorite area in this game is I believe it's called Murder World or whatever place it's called. It has the clowns. It's a circus. I love that area. Very iconic. Very different for a superhero type game to be in a circus fighting clowns. It's just very cool, honestly. I like the music that plays there. It's really cool. And yeah, this is the best one in the series because the second one I don't like as much. I haven't played the third one, so yeah. And I enjoyed the story in here and getting costumes with the characters was pretty cool, and they all have good skills. You can level them up. So yeah, that's my number 10 choice, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. My number 9 choice. This is the only game I don't own because I traded it in for money, which I regret. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is a really good game, a great first-person zombie game shooter. I really enjoy it. It's very unique and distinctive. I was blown away by the trailer. It has one of the best trailer that was its intro ever. I really love it a lot. It's great. It's got cool enemies, the zombies, the hunters, the tanks, the smokers, the boomers, just great enemies, really cool guns to use. I like how it's very fun, simple first person shooter. I like the characters in it, like Francis, Bill, Zoe, and Lewis. I like the setting and the areas and how a lot of it's set at night. It's really cool. And it's an awesome game and it's really great. It's one of the only first person zombie games I like, and I think they actually pulled it off really well. Valve did a great job. Technically a 360 exclusive because it wasn't on PS3. In terms of consoles, I know it's on PC. I do like Left 4 Dead 2 as well, but I do prefer 1 a bit more because of the characters and because of the pistols and the settings themselves. It's also a fun game to play in co-op or split screen. Played it so much back in the day. It scared me at first because I didn't know what to expect because I was at a younger age and some games like that could scare me. So, yeah, that game is amazing. I wish they'd remaster that one and the second one and re-release them on new systems. And I wish they'd make a third one with the right team. Back for Blood was a bad evolution of Left 4 Dead for me. So, yeah, that's my number 9 choice, Left 4 Dead 1. Number 8 choice is going to be The Evil Within. Now, I own this on PS4 now, but it's technically a 360 game because it did come out on 360. I used to have it on 360. That's where I first played it, but I traded it in. I got the PS4 version. But this is still a really good game. I enjoy The Evil Within. It's a really good survival horror game. Great story, great setting, really cool characters, fun over the shoulder gameplay. Good survival horror game, really cool enemies like the Keeper with the safe on his box head. And I like the setting, I like the art style of the game. The enemies are pretty cool, especially how some of the enemies have like a purge mask and a suit. It's a very challenging survival horror game as well. Some really good voice actors and just a really good game overall, and I enjoyed it a lot. Played it on 360, played it on PS4, and it's a great game on the 360. It's a really good survival horror game. I think it's underrated. I think it don't get the recognition it deserves. I didn't like the sequel as much, but I do love The Evil Within 1. I think this came out at a time where survival horror was different, especially with Resident Evil and to an extent Silent Hill. I feel like The Evil Within was one of the only games around that time that was like that survival horror stuff. And I think if you like Resident Evil 4, games like that, this is right up the alley. I thought this was a good spiritual successor to Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I love The Evil Within 1. So that's my number 8 choice. My number 7 choice is going to be Warriors Orochi 2. Really good hack and slash game. It was a sequel to Warriors Orochi 1 with some extra characters and, an extra costume. Basically, Dynasty Warriors meets Samurai Warriors, and that's a really good game. Good hack and slash game. Cool villains like Sun Wukong, Kiyomori Taira, Himiko, Daji, Orochi X, who's a new variation of Orochi. Seeing Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors together is really cool. I enjoy the campaigns in this game. The characters are really fun to use. I like the character selection screen. I like a lot of the music in the game. You got a versus mode in here. Now, the exclusive content for this game that's on the PSP version, they never re-released that, and I wish they would have because we were supposed to get Warriors Orochi Z. It's a shame we never got that, but this is a really good game, and I do enjoy it, and some of the new characters in it were pretty cool. And yeah, it's a really good hack and slash game. I would say the best one on the Xbox 360. Just a really fun game, and I played it a lot on 360, and it's awesome. It also came out on PS2 and PSP, but in terms of like fidelity, how it plays, how it feels, I do think the 360 version is the best version, but it doesn't have the extra content, so keep that in mind. But yeah, that's my number 7 choice. It would be cool to see them remaster this and re-release it. That's for sure, because Koei doesn't really do that a lot of their older Warriors games, which is a shame, because this game is really awesome. So my number 6 choice is going to be Gears of War, which is part of an exclusive franchise on Xbox. That's starting to change now because Gears of War Reloaded is on PS5, which is really cool to see. But the original still is technically exclusive if you want to play the original one. This is a 2-disc version. This has like bonus content with maps and achievements, gamer picks, Gears of War 2 preview. But yeah, this is a really good game. I enjoy Gears of War 1. Awesome game. Really cool third person shooter, very unique and different. The Locusts are pretty cool. General Rom is a cool villain. I like the characters like Marcus Dom, Cole Baird, really cool squad of characters with really good chemistry. Good voice acting, really cool unique weapons like the Lancer with the chainsaw, the Nasher shotgun. This was a great series on the Xbox 360. I mean, this was a great game. On some days, the next game I'll get into, which I don't want to spoil yet, but some days I put that one above this, then I put this above it. Because with this game, my favorite thing about this, I love the horror tone that the campaign has, but then there's aspects I like about the other entries in the series more. So it's kind of, you know, that's the thing with rankings or top 10 lists is maybe some days you feel this way, some days you feel that way, but I think it makes sense to put it on the number I did place it. I think it's a really good game, and I do enjoy it a lot. It's a very challenging game, especially if you play it on Insane. The multiplayer could be cool, but I didn't get to play that until I had online because there's no bots, unfortunately. But Gears of War 1 is awesome. When I first played this game, I sucked at it, but I got better at it over time. And just a good start to a really good series and a great exclusive on Xbox 360. And it's pretty affordable and cheap to play. So, yeah, that's my number 6 choice, Gears of War 1. It would be nice to see the Gear series go back to the horror tone that this had because I love it. It's really cool. So, yeah. Number 5 choice is going to be Gears of War 2. Another good Gears of War game in the series, a great sequel to Gears of War 1. Got this on Christmas, played this a lot, as well as playing it a lot with my brother, playing it a lot with certain friends I used to have. Really good third person shooter, great sequel to Gears of War 1, great campaign, pretty cool new characters like Ty and Dizzy, cool new villain like Scourge, going into the Locust's home compared to the first game when you didn't. Going down there more, seeing more of Queen Mira, and it's a really good game. One of the things I love about Gears of War 2 and why I feel like I would put it above 1 is because the multiplayer in this game actually has bots. You don't need internet, you don't need other players. You can play the multiplayer in this game offline with bots, and I love that because it changed things for me. Because Gears of War 2, I feel like became more replayable than Gears of War 1, especially back when I didn't have internet. Because once I beat the campaign, I saw that you can play versus and private matches, and it was really cool because then I could have bots and I could play as all the COG characters, all the Locust characters. So you had a chance to play as a lot of the characters in these games, which I like that. You're not just limited to playing as Marcus or Dom in the campaign, depending if you play single player and split screen. You can actually play as the other characters by playing the multiplayer, which I love that option, as well as playing as all the characters on the COG if you play Horde mode. And yeah, it's a really good game, good sequel to Gears of War 1. And Awesome game all around. The Horde mode is great. I love the Horde mode in this game. That was a new addition. Survive 50 waves, survive against the Locust. That was fun to play in co-op and single player and stuff like that. And I played this game a ton back in the day on Xbox 360. This was a great game and just a really good sequel in the series. Another great exclusive on Xbox 360. It would be cool to see them re-release this game as well as the next one I'm going to talk about. That would be cool. So yeah, that's my number 5 choice, Gears of War 2. Awesome game. I did like the multiplayer as well. So my number 4 choice is going to be Gears of War 3. Personally, my favorite one in the series. I really enjoy Gears of War 3. It's got a really good campaign, really good multiplayer and horde, and pretty cool new weapons like the retro lancer and sawed-off shotgun. Cool new characters like Sam and Chase and Clayton Carmine. Spoiler alert: they kill off Dominic Santiago Dom in this game, which was pretty crazy. I didn't see that coming. It was very sad. I almost didn't believe it at first when he died. I was like, wow, they actually did kill him. Adam Phoenix returns in this game. I enjoy the campaign in this game. What really makes this game my favorite in the series and what makes this special is this game came out around the time when I just started getting internet at my place. Experiencing Xbox Live for the first time is around the time when this game came out, and that's what makes this game special for me is the fact that I got to play the online of Gears of War 3 and meet all these cool people, play online multiplayer, play Horde online, unlocking all these characters. The expansions for this game with the characters was really cool, and that just propelled it higher. Because I did play this game with my brother, but I also played with other people, and it was just to me the best one in the series and the last really good Gears of War game. And the series is solid on 360. I mean, 3 solid games in a row. That doesn't happen too often because it's very hard to make good sequels. But I think they pulled off making 3 solid Gears of War games in a row. You can make an argument that maybe they should have just stopped after 3, to be honest, and just kept it at that, and it would have been a series with a good name to itself. 3 solid games, that's all you need. And I think it would have been a great ending to the series, honestly, because a lot of the newer ones they released don't hold a candle to this or the first two. It'd be cool to see them re-release this one as well. I also enjoyed Rom Shadow in this game, the extra campaign you get where you can play as Michael Barrick, who is personally my favorite protagonist in Gears of War. I do like Marcus. That's a great expansion. I love that as well. Definitely worth playing. So yeah, that's my number 4 choice, Gears of War 3. So my number 3 choice is going to be Dead Rising 2. Really good game. I enjoy Dead Rising 2 a lot. I don't think it's as good as Dead Rising 1, but I still think it's a solid sequel in the Dead Rising series. I like Chuck Green as the main character. He's got a really cool voice actor and cool design. I like the paddle weapon with the chainsaw. Those are cool combo weapons in this game that they introduced. Making a baseball bat with nails, motorcycle with a chainsaw, push broom with a machete, knives with boxing gloves. You can make a flashlight and gems with laser sword. Tons of great combo weapons, cool weapon variety. You can play this game of co-op, which Dead Rising 1 didn't have. And, play as Chuck Green, you get sound breaks for your daughter. And you got cool psychopaths in this game. You got really cool villains like, spoiler alert, Sullivan, who's a really cool villain. I like the showdown between him and Chuck. It's awesome. I love TK in this game. TK is one of my favorite video game villains. Very awesome. He's so over the top. He's such a asshole, and he's just awesome. He's a great villain. I wish he was in the series still and wasn't just regulated to and off the record because he's just such a good villain. I love his fight and overtime mode where you go head to head to him. Even like him and off the record, he was just a really fun villain. You rescue survivors in this game, and you can build combo weapons and level up. And you can also go to some stores and buy stuff with money. Like I said, co-op, you just play as another Chuck, and you got a timer in the game, which is unique to other games. And yeah, I enjoy the game. I just wish they would have used the Dead Rising 1 engine originally, like they were supposed to. And I wish it was a bit more challenging. Like I wish the survivors were harder to rescue because they made that change in Dead Rising 1, where the survivors were harder to rescue because of their AI. But the survivors in this game ended up being easier to rescue. But really, a lot of cool psychopaths in here, like Leon. I love Leon. He's awesome. He's Chuck's rival. He's pretty cool. Chef Antoine. I love Chuck's interaction with Chef Antoine, where he says, "Who the hell would want to eat this?" Always makes me laugh. Music in this game is awesome as well. Case West and Case Zero are some nice additions to Dead Rising 2 as well that I enjoy. So yeah, that's my number 3 choice, Dead Rising 2. I've played this game so many times on Xbox 360 and revisited it a ton. It's one of my most replayed games ever. The 360 version is still the best version because there's no game crash issues like the remaster had. So that's my number 3 choice. My number 2 choice is going to be Dead Rising 1, which I tried to find my copy disc of Xbox 360, but I just could not find it. I have a version that's like the greatest hits, but it's gray labeled. I have no clue where it is, to be honest. I do own it on PS4 as well, so I'll show it. This is, I do have at least a disc of the game. So, yeah, Dead Rising 1. This is a great game. I really enjoyed it on Xbox 360. Really good game. It's my favorite Dead Rising in the series. Really cool character like Frank West. You got Brad, who's a really cool character. I like the psychopaths in this game. Willamette Mall is a really cool setting. Very challenging game, very unique zombie game with a timer. It was a great exclusive on Xbox 360 at the time. Really showed next gen with all the zombies on the screen, the graphic style. I like the music in the game. I like the amount of weapons and the variety, and I like how a lot of the weapons are strong. Unlike the later games, which even though the combo weapons are cool, it kind of dumbed down some of the weapons, which I don't like. I think it was different how Frank was as a photojournalist and not just a cop or a military character like a lot of other games are in zombie games. A lot of cool psychopaths like Kent, who I really like, was Frank's rival. Cliff, you got Cletus, you got a lot of cool ones in there, really cool songs in the game. I like the story of the game. I like the chemistry with Frank and Isabella. I like the cult members, they're really cool. Dead Rising is just a really good game. I played it a lot on Xbox 360, and of course I have it for PS4. I still haven't played Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, but I would like to try it out someday. But this is a phenomenal game, and it still is my favorite in the series just because I think it did everything the best, and I like the MT Framework engine. Definitely one of the best Xbox 360 games. It was truly phenomenal, and they knocked it out of the park with this one, in my opinion. Capcom did a great job with this game. So, yeah, that's my number two choice, Dead Rising 1. Amazing game. So, my last choice, my number one Xbox 360 game, is going to be Fallout 3. My favorite Xbox 360 game, absolutely. I need to eventually get the Game of the Year edition that has the expansions on disc because when I got the expansions for this game, it was individual, physically released. So that's kind of how I got them. And the Mothership Zeta I got later on digitally because you couldn't get that physically individually because I would install the add-ons and then trade them in. But Fallout 3 is a really good game. Really good RPG on Xbox 360. I enjoy it. This game blew me away back in the day. I was hooked on it. I played it all the time. I played it over and over and over again and just really enjoyed it. I was hooked with this game. I love this RPG style game. Creating your own character, leveling them up, getting the skills. The Pip-Boy is pretty cool. I like the story. I like all the voice actors in the game. Like you have Liam Neeson who voices the your dad in the game. You have Malcolm McDowell who voices John Henry Eden, and yeah, it's just a really cool RPG game. I like the guns in the game. I like the Pip-Boy system. I like the enemies you face. I like the Capital Wasteland itself, and I was just hooked with this game. This is personally my favorite video game of all time, my favorite Xbox 360 game of all time. It'd be cool if they re-released this, just because I played it the most. I was the most obsessed with it, and I just loved it, honestly. My favorite Bethesda game, my favorite Fallout game, my favorite RPG. Just the best game ever for me personally, and what I love the most. And it would definitely be my number one favorite Xbox 360 game. And it's just amazing. I love the companions in this game. The Brotherhood of Steel are cool. The Enclave are cool. The Brotherhood Outcasts are really cool. And, just an awesome game overall. You can get armor and put it on. You get guns and you can repair guns and repair like armor and stuff like that. And cool enemies like Mirelurks and Deathclaws and stuff like that, which are awesome. So, and I like kind of the horror tone this game has at times that I appreciate in some of the tunnels and the Dunwich building, which is pretty creepy, and some cool historical weapons like Legion's Repeater. But that's my number one choice, Fallout 3. So that's it for this video about my top 10 Xbox 360 games. Those are what I think are the best games on the Xbox 360, but there's many more great games on the system. I'll throw in some honorable mentions. Condemned Criminal Origins is a really good survival horror game. Warriors Orochi 1's a good game, good hack and slash game. Condemned 2 I did like despite some issues. Inversion is a good honorable mention. That's a great third-person shooter, very underrated. And then another honorable mention I'll throw in there is Left 4 Dead 2, really good game, good first-person shooter zombie game, good sequel to Left 4 Dead 1. And then just one last bonus honorable mention I'll throw in there, Samurai Warriors 2, really good hack and slash game on 360. But yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments what you consider to be the top 10 Xbox 360 games. That's it for this video. Peace out.